we've just got a tremendous amount of movement going on. So the House, in their version of HB1, the One Big Beautiful Bill, they actually included and passed language to remove suppressors from the NFA taxing scheme. And to kind of take a step back from that, when we say the NFA, or the National Firearms Act tax, this was a taxing scheme that was set up in 1934. At
I
the
know
time,
Brandon's going to appreciate your history lesson here. So go ahead.
so the elevator pitch on the NFA is, think 1930s. FDR and his attorney general wanted to be able to ban guns, but they knew that they couldn't do that because they didn't have the constitutional authority. So they worked with Congress to levy a tax on it. And really, at the end of the day, and this is an important distinction when we're looking at this in the context of reconciliation, the National Firearms Act is just a tax on items. Everybody thinks it bans them, or creates this extreme regulations around them, and it does some of that, but it doesn't ban them. It imposes a $200 tax, and all of the requirements are intended solely to record the taxes that are being paid on these items. And it encompasses suppressors, it encompasses short barrel rifles and short barrel shotguns, it encompasses machine guns, it encompasses destructive devices or like explosives, and a subcategory called AOWs, or any other weapons, which is basically a type of firearm that doesn't necessarily look like a firearm. So if you have a gun in a cane or something, that's kind of a common AOW, so to speak. So kind of oddball stuff, but the National Firearms Act didn't ban anything, but it did levy that tax on them, and that is how it was justified in Congress. That is how the Supreme Court upheld it in 1937.
So
And
basically, it's not. They said it's not an infringement of 2A. It's just a tax.
it's just a tax.
Mhm.
And when we're talking about reconciliation, the important thing to note is that this has to do with increases or changes to revenue and outlays, and taxes absolutely do that.
Okay.